Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Shifting Tones, the podcast with nerdy tones and shifting formats. Today, I am your lovely host, Lorissa, and I'll be joined together with my two lovely best co-hosts in the entire world, Spiffy Steffi.
Hello.
And Sam.
Bonjour, oh crap, I took French. No, hold on. Bonjour,
no.
mon ami, my friend.
Oh,
yes.
my.
Thank you. I'm just a friend too. Wow, I am dishonored.
Look, I had a falling out right there for a second with myself. Okay,
you did bring yourself back up there a little bit, but
C.
I don't know if anyone. Did you say C?
Did you say C?
Did you take Spanish or French? Or
like 6 years of French.
Wow, you're really showing your
shows.
strength there. Absolutely. Well, without further ado, let's get into our small talk together, and we'll just ignore Sam's faux pas there, and Steph, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I
Good.
have been super busy. It's kind of the last couple weeks
Always.
I know, I'm always busy doing something, but it's my last couple weeks of my class. So I've finished all my coursework, all my big projects, and it's been a lot.
Wow.
So
yeah.
all I have to do is take the final. So that's it.
That's so
And now
exciting.
you can legally teach.
No.
Yeah, only now. She hasn't been teaching for
Yeah.
like how many years now?
Illegally,
Oh,
of
boy.
course. You know.
No.
Speaking of you saying you did French for 6 years, this is my 6th year of teaching.
Wow. I didn't realize it was that long already.
I know. It'll be the start. I'm
That's
not ready to
so
go
crazy.
back. I'm going to miss my summer.
Wow, you are old.
Uh-huh. I
Wow.
know.
We
You
are
don't
all
have to say
old. Boy.
That's
Wow.
about it. I just
Yeah.
did like a 20-page paper and then
Jeez.
I'm good now. So
No, thank you.
Wait, so over the course of a whole week since we've talked last,
Mhm.
that's all you did?
I mean, that would take me a whole
class?
week to write a 20-page paper.
Dude, okay, to be fair, I had 2 presentations. I had a
Yeah.
huge paper I had to write, and then
Mhm.
also I had to do a presentation and narrate it for the class.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Did you
That's tough.
happen to eat a 12-hour goulash this weekend?
Oh,
Oh.
yes, I did. My lovely husband made some goulash, and it was really yummy.
All right.
He's a great cook.
Rated it 10 out of 10. Sorry, not 10 out of 10. Rated
Yeah,
as
give it a 10 out of
goulashes.
10, whatever.
It was like a good 7.5.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm going to
good.
remember
That's
that. That is
exciting.
going in the Discord later for sure.
Why?
1 point for every hour it took to cook that goulash.
Yeah,
Oh my
exactly.
god. All right. What's up with you guys?
Me? Yes, I'm guys. I am
You
the
are
guys.
the guy.
The guy.
I am the guy. Yeah, it's what it says on the Riverside.
It does.
I got my podcast small talk. Well, other than that, let's see. Went to a wedding this weekend.
Yeah, it was a
Oh.
lovely little wedding that we went to.
I did finally finish fixing our bathroom ceiling.
Well,
Oh.
not quite. We
Well,
still have
the
some
drywall's
other-
up. The drywall's up.
Yes.
Whoa.
I have to put on one more coat of spackling
Mhm.
of the drywall
I get you.
goop. I don't know what it's called. Yeah, I know that's a very exciting hot topic to discuss. Is
Hot
drywall
topic
goop.
indeed.
But the hottest of topics are the controversial corner 2024.
Mhm.
I feel like I need controversial corner 2024, like breaking news, like music, like
You sure?
or something. I'll figure it out.
You sure will.
So number 1, pickleball. That's what I got written down. I got the word pickleball written down.
Okay.
And let me tell you why. It's
Why?
a joke. It's a scam. I think it is silly tennis, I'd like to call it.
You're not wrong.
However, it is the fastest growing sport in the United States for the past 3 years.
It is.
It's
There's a
just
lot of people playing it at our local tennis courts, and before it became a thing, no one was using those tennis courts. So I don't know. It sounds like a good thing for your local.
it's a
community
good
parks.
thing for the community. I just think it's silly, and apparently the big controversy with it, according to pickleball's Wikipedia page, is the
Oh.
thwack noise that it
Really?
makes when you hit the
That's
plastic
it?
ball. Yeah,
That's
it's a big controversy.
ridiculous because you still get that with tennis, regardless. So.
They're thinking it might be a Olympic sport by 2036, I think.
Oh, that's
but-
exciting. We'll see that in
yeah.
our lifetime then.
Potentially. Well, I mean, depends.
I've never
Guess we
seen
could get
anyone
struck by
play.
lightning.
I guess.
I've never seen anyone play pickleball.
Really?
No,
Oh, yeah,
never.
it's like the hot
Wow.
sport
it's-
right now.
Anytime
Oh.
we drive by a tennis courts, there's someone there playing pickleball.
But it looks like adults playing like big ping pong. I don't know. I think it's kind of
really
silly.
funny. Well, it's supposed to be silly. It's the whitest sport ever created. Do you know the story behind it?
I mean, pickleball.
So no. So basically what happened is, just long story real short here, there was a bunch of rich white guys who lived at a country club, and they went golfing. They left their wives and kids behind, but then they felt bad that they were out all the time golfing. They're like, oh my God, our poor wives, they're bored sitting around. Let's create this sport with them so they could do something while we're gone. And so they didn't have like tennis rackets essentially. So they just picked up whatever they had around, which I think was like, I don't know.
Probably like a ping pong battle.
Yeah, exactly. And then like basically
a wiffle ball.
Yeah, a wiffle ball.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then they're like, here, kids, have fun, make your own rules. And then they're like, it started this whole trend of all the other people at the country club being like, ooh, what's this fun sport you're playing? They're like, hey, it's our little family game. And they're like, cool, we'll play it too.
Speaking of
interesting.
Actually, my whole thing is pretty much sports related today.
Oh.
So I saw a comedian do a little stand-up bit about bowling, which is funny because I like bowling. I bowled in high school. I bowled as a kid. I don't do it anymore. I was on a league for a little bit.
You were.
So wow, way to brag. Okay. I'm okay. No, I'm not good at bowling by any means.
Well, you're better than the average, which is probably someone who gets a gutter ball every other game or so.
Yeah. But this lady was like, I think bowling is the worst sport out there because she said, she was a comedian.
Oh, okay.
The best thing you can do in a game of bowling is get a strike. And if I can do that with 0 skills once every 3 games,
sure.
I can do the best thing you can do in your sport on accident, then it's not that impressive. Because I can't slam dunk a basketball or, run a touchdown. I would get destroyed, but I can get a strike randomly. So I thought that was pretty
That's funny.
That is really good, actually.
I hate bowling. I can't stand it.
Wow. I am heartbroken.
Didn't we go bowling for our birthdays like a couple years ago?
We did.
Yeah.
Well, it was more than a couple years ago, but yes.
I just don't like it. I'm not a fan. I'm not good at it. I need the bumpers up.
Oh.
That's what makes it fun, though. Bumpers are fun.
Yeah, I have to have bumpers or else it's just no fun for me. I'm like a little kid. I can't. I'm that like person in the gutter ball all the time. I think the highest I had or like the lowest I ever got in a game was like 19 total.
Whoa!
Total, the whole game.
That is tough.
Okay, so point number 2, this is non-sports related. One more is sports related after this, but or point C, whatever. I don't know. Reddit is still annoying. So my Reddit update.
No.
I've been trying to use social media more. And it's been going well actually.
Sure.
And we're still banned. I think we're permanently banned now from the podcasting subreddit for absolutely no reason. So it banned us for like 7 days. And I waited more than the 7 days.
Sure.
And then I tried commenting on a post. Not even making my own post. Commenting on a post. Right. And it was like, you've been banned from this subreddit.
Wow.
So, all because I didn't have enough post karma. But the only way to get post karma is to post in subreddits.
Yeah.
And a lot of them won't let you post if you don't have a certain amount of karma. It's Reddit, fix your everything.
Who would have known? Reddit is the next gatekeeper.
Reddit. Everybody on Reddit's gatekeeping. What are you talking about?
I know nothing of Reddit, so.
Yeah, I'm not really hip with the Reddit culture other than what appears on like other social media. So, I'm slowly learning. It's okay. All right.
And then the last thing is, this is a fun fact I learned. It's not controversial.
Okay.
I guess my other stuff was. So for the 2024 Olympics, the medals that they're making will each have a piece of the Eiffel Tower inside of them.
They will. Whoa. It's so cool.
So when the Eiffel Tower underwent some surgery, I guess some updates in the 1900s, I guess, or 20th century. That's what the article said. They were taking out pieces and parts of it to put the elevator in, or to fix the elevators, or whatever they were doing.
Right. You have to walk up the stairs,
Right.
Imagine having to walk up the stairs of the Eiffel Tower. Oh my goodness. That should be an Olympic sport itself. I'm surprised they didn't do that.
That's where they should carry the torch up to.
Right.
That'd be crazy, actually, if they did that.
Oh, it'd be insane. But so they have all these pieces and parts of the metal from the original Eiffel Tower in storage wherever, like the Eiffel Tower Society has storage for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're taking a piece, each of them, and melting them into each metal. So bronze, silver, and gold, and putting a little piece in the middle. I think that's really interesting. It made me wonder. So I started doing research. I was like, we held the Olympics in 2004.
Okay.
In Salt Lake City.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was. And I was like, I wonder if they put pieces of like the World Trade Centers in there. Like, because they
Stop.
had, and I'm not saying that in a negative way or a joking way, but I'm saying we had all that metal left over, and I know they held on to a lot of it for memorial pieces and sculptures and stuff like that. There's a sculpture near us made of pieces from the World Trade Center.
Right, but it's a memorial to the people who lost their lives.
Right, and so it should go in the metal. I don't know.
Oh my.
Fine,
that's
fine,
controversial.
Fine.
Super controversial.
Fine. I say we take one of the pinky toes off the Statue of Liberty.
Oh.
And put a little piece of each of that into.
That would be exciting.
Because as humans, we don't really need the pinky toe.
No, absolutely not.
But they would never do that.
But they should. I think if you went over there with like an ankle grinder, and I'm not telling you to do this, but I'm saying I think if you went over there with like an ankle grinder and took off a piece of pinky toe from the Statue of Liberty, you could probably get like a micro piece and put in every medal, and you could say, I got a piece of the Statue of Liberty in my gold medal.
Can you imagine though how much security they actually have there? I'm sure there's
Liberty?
Yes, I'm sure there's so much.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's insane.
Just in general. Like, have you ever been there? You guys or
no? Not to the actual like island that it's on. I've been to what's the island where everybody came over?
Ellis
Island. I've been to Ellis Island.
That's cool.
But I've never been to the Statue of Liberty. We were supposed to go.
Yeah.
We went with our Model UN group in 2010, but it just we had to miss a day because of a snowstorm. So
that's
probably part of it. Yeah.
I've never been.
Yeah, me either. It'd be cool to go. Absolutely.
Wait, you guys have never been to New York, either of you?
Correct. I've never been to New York City.
Oh, you guys want to go?
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
Yeah. Road trip.
Yeah. Woo! Okay. Podcast Shifting Tones. Annual celebration where we meet up and we go on a big trip together, and you can bring your husband.
Ooh, that would be kind of fun though.
As long as he makes a little like 9-hour goulash on the ride out there.
There you go. Bringing it back together, full circle there.
That's right. Sorry. Okay, little rant over. That's
yeah.
I told you earlier today too, Lorissa. I was like, oh my small talk's really quick. We're at the 12-minute mark. So.
Yeah. That's all right. Well, thank you so much for sharing your small talk, guys. Was there anything that happened with me? You guys didn't ask me how my week was going.
How was your week, Lorissa?
Wow. Oh boy.
See? This is why we didn't ask.
No, you're good. I thought for a second we were having technical difficulties earlier. I thought you guys were no longer recording, so I was like, oh no, it's silent.
Oh no, we're good.
We were waiting for you.
No, you're good. But my weekend was also lovely. We went to that wedding, and I'm excited for my next weekend. I will be doing another art show. I know it seems like every day I'm on here, especially in the summer, I'm talking about that, but I'm happy because today we picked up my tent. Woo!
Yeah, new tent.
Your new one.
Yeah, exactly.
Hashtag new tent, new Lorissa.
And it's just funny, all these little like art show things where like we were walking out because I bought it from Dick's Sporting Goods because I'm a cheapo and I'm not willing to spend more than $60 on my canopy tent, at least not right now. And so we were walking out with it, and I overheard someone talking about like, oh yeah, I guess we can buy like camping stuff here too, thinking that we were going to use that tent for camping. And I was like, no, this is a business expense. I'm business lady. This is going to be written off on my taxes.
Hashtag girl boss.
Exactly.
Jeez.
So I just thought it was funny because I was like, I wonder how many other like little like craft people are buying stuff, and like people walked by and they're like, oh geez, that's weird, but like it's normal for like art people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that was just a fun thought I had today. But other than that, it was a pretty chill weekend, and without further ado, let's get into the main topic for today.
Wow.
Yeah. So Sam, whether he knew it or not, has a perfect segue. He was talking about the Olympics.
Bowling.
So yes, Sam may have made a huge faux pas again. So not only does he not know how to speak French, he ruined the celebratory entrance of today's topic.
Well, I didn't ruin. I mean, people didn't know that's what we were talking about ahead of time.
No, sure, absolutely.
I kind of like
spoiled it.
Yeah, kind of. What's the word I'm looking for? I want to
teased it.
No, I don't. Yeah, I guess tease. I was almost going to say. And I know that's not right.
No, absolutely not.
No, so, this is supposed to be a family fun podcast, and you're ruining it, Sam.
That'll be bleeped out. Don't worry.
Oh, goodness. But yeah, we're doing the Summer Olympics this week. And I am super, super excited because I am obsessed with the Olympics and always have been and always will be. And whenever I talk about this, I don't know how it is in other nations, but when I say I'm obsessed with it, every other American citizen I've ever talked to is like, why do you care? I'm like, you don't care? You're breaking my heart. So I always pride myself in telling everyone else too that I've watched every Olympic ceremony since I was like a child. So
that's crazy.
I know.
Is that both summer and winter?
Yes, absolutely. I watched every single one, and I wasn't religious about it, obviously, when I was like little, but ever since like high school, where I could like watch every event, I've tried to watch almost every single event that I possibly can. Like I'm obsessed. I just remember the one year, it was 2008. They were in China, correct?
Yes.
And I followed Michael Phelps like saga like religiously. I watched every single swimming event. I was like, oh my God, go Phelps, go. Oh man.
I drove past that the bubble when I was in China.
Did you really?
Yeah, because they still had it up and there's all these lights on. We saw a lot of the Chinese Olympic areas, and they still had a bunch of Olympic merch for sale.
Wow,
and I think it was also that time we were there. Sorry to
No, you're good.
Sidestep, but there was also the World Cup going on. I think when we were there at that time, so they had World Cup stuff plus
interesting
the Olympic stuff still.
That's a lot of fun. And so yeah, that's usually the response too is like, why do you care about the Olympics? Like, shouldn't you care more about like FIFA or the World Cup or literally any other big sporting event championship? And I'm just like, nah, absolutely not. I could not care less. Olympics, yes. Give me an obscure sport that I'm never going to follow ever again after this month is over. Yes, give that to me right now. So yeah, without further ado, we're going to be talking about the Summer Olympics, which will be going on tomorrow for you guys. Make sure you tune in for the opening ceremonies. And if you happen to look into your news forecast, you might see that there's an Olympic event going on today too. There are a few Olympic events that happened before the opening ceremony. Fun fact.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we're going to be a tier ranking all of the Summer Olympic sports. Are you guys excited?
Ooh.
Oh, so yeah. Super excited.
Making a tier list then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
I am pumped.
I got some opinions to share.
Yeah, controversial?
Yeah. I don't know.
That's interesting. Well, clearly one of them is controversial already. Is bowling an Olympic sport? No.
Probably not.
No, it's not.
So okay, I'll start.
I'll
start with a real quick controversial one. Sure. I think the Winter Olympics are better.
I agree.
There we go.
I agree.
Oh.
I'm on Team Steph.
Sorry, Lorissa.
Spicy. That's so spicy.
Wait. Before we start the thing, what about you, Lorissa? Which one do you prefer?
So they're like obviously like totally different things. And it's like choosing your favorite child. Like you can't. I love them both so dearly in my heart. I can't pick. I really can't pick.
Okay, but if you had to.
I can't. I literally can't.
Do you have a favorite Olympic sport?
Yes.
Overall,
I do.
What is it?
I guess I would have No.
You
know what? I don't. Because there's like a couple of them that are tied in my heart for like number one. And brief segue before we start the tier list. I know this whole episode seems like it's been a segue, so sorry, listeners, so far. But I really, really love synchronized diving, which would make you think the Summer Olympics are my favorite, but that's not necessarily true because I also really love the downhill ski slalom, the one where they go really fast on those steep mountainsides.
And fly?
No. That's the flying
awesome.
one. That one is fun, but I'm talking about the one where they go in between, they zigzag between the flags.
I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah. That one's super exhilarating to watch because, like, oh man, if they take even slightly wrong of a turn, they could either not only be like lose the entire match and lose their place for gold, they could like die, and it's mind-boggling to me.
It's the thrill of watching it.
Yes,
right?
Exactly. And maybe it makes me a hipster of the sports world because like everyone's like, oh, I like my mainstream soccer, and I'm like, no, give me water polo. I'm a cool girl. I'm not like other girls.
All
There's
right.
that girl boss energy coming back.
Exactly.
So which sport are we going to start with then?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to go in alphabetical order here. And so, yeah, absolutely. And if you guys need a brief explanation of what the sport is, because they are a little obscure sometimes, just let me know. Okay.
Real quick before we get into it, I have no idea. I'm trying to look right now, actually.
Sure.
I cannot remember what it's called. But apparently there's something that like is in conjunction with the Olympics that's not the Olympics.
Or the
it's the same
Paralympics?
thing. No, it's not. It's not the same thing. It is like the world's athletic games or something like that.
Oh, interesting.
And they play a bunch of weird games that aren't in the Olympics,
but
there are some that are also in the Olympics, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. So if I figure it out, I'll let you know.
Yeah, let us know in the episode.
Weird and massive. So
maybe we can do a next episode.
Yeah, then. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I saw a video on it, and I was like watching, and I was like, that's interesting. Why are more people talking about this? Yeah, sorry, that was not a really exciting thing since I don't know the name of it.
No, that's all right though. Thanks for your extra 2 cents there.
Yeah.
No, we're good. I think it's just because the Olympics has that regal, classy feeling to it. We don't need that trashy whatever. No, I'm kidding. The other sports definitely deserve their honor, and maybe hopefully with our podcast we can make the other games going on more popular. Definitely.
Oh yeah, Shifting Tones is really what's going to set these Olympics apart from all the others.
No, not the Olympics. The other games you're talking about.
Oh yeah, hey, if you guys want a sponsorship, if you guys want to work with us, just shoot us an email at shiftingtonespod@gmail.com.
All right, Lorissa, what's the first sport?
Yes, absolutely. So the first sport is going to be also, before we get to our rankings, I forgot to explain the ranking system. So if you haven't happened to have listened to our episodes before, we're going to be ranking this in the traditional ranking tier system. The top is S, and then we have A, B, C, and the last at the bottom is D. So,
should we have made instead of S, G for gold? You know,
Ooh.
Too late.
I guess it's too late.
It is too late.
Oh, that would have been good.
It would have been. Oh well.
Oh well. For the winter ones, I guess we can do that the next time.
All right, so let's start with A. A for archery. How do we feel about archery, guys?
As an Olympic sport in general, like what are we ranking?
Yeah, and so by the way, this is just going to be the main sport. We're not going to be talking about each individual event. So,
like
micro events.
Solo, yeah.
Are we thinking like kind of like how fun it is to watch? And like the skill level, or just anything about it?
Anything about it, the whole vibe.
Okay.
Like this is mostly just vibe space because none of us are experts in any of these sports whatsoever.
Well, hold on. Don't speak for speak for yourself.
I think archery is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's super cool, fun to watch, but I don't see myself watching it much. I'd rather go play it. But
yes,
that's fair.
Absolutely,
because that's fun. But
I agree with you because like it's hard to watch it when everybody's really good at it, and so it's like, oh, cool, they shot the bullseye again. Like now, if people are missing and hitting like people in the crowd, now we're talking. Now we're getting interesting.
That's fair. I guess it's not really a fun game to watch necessarily, and I feel like that's going to happen for a lot of these sports here. Is like it's not really a spectator sport in that kind of a situation. Like you're just watching their skill.
Yeah, I would say like B or C.
Yeah, that's where I was leaning. I was leaning on the CB category. I was going to say B. B's good.
Okay,
B,
all right.
Okay.
You guys are...
B for Bartrey.
Oh my goodness, that's so bad.
High five.
Well, I guess I also just realized I have a huge bias, obviously, since I'm obsessed with the Olympics, and I would rate them all S. I'll just do an average of your guys' scores this time, so I'm going to be really interested to see how you guys do for the rest of these, because you're breaking my heart already, ranking anything below S.
Don't know what to tell you.
You shouldn't have made a tier list then.
Yeah. I know! So archery B. All right, let's move on to our next one. Artistic gymnastics.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, is that the one with the like the little flags and the dancing and stuff?
No. That's just regular gymnastics.
That's what I
thought. So, like, your balance bar, your beams.
That's artistic?
Oh, yeah.
Your floor. Yeah, absolutely.
No, that's awesome. That's better than
that's
I
like
thought.
the best. That's S.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's S.
I was going to say, yeah. I think they have to say artistic because it does include all the other, like, rhythm stuff as well. So, like I said, we're talking about the main sport, not the individual events. So men and women's too. So yeah.
Okay. What is the ribbon? Oh my god, the ribbon.
Ribbit.
That's a good question.
How many frogs compete in the Olympics each year?
At least 2.
Yeah. See, I thought that was the artistic one. Was the
that's what I thought,
one.
but maybe not.
No,
well, maybe it's a part of it, like a subsidy of like with the floor routine.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's something like that. But technically, all the events for, if you want the list of all of them, is men's team, men's all-around, men's floor exercise, men's pommel horse, which, by the way, I love watching men's pommel horse. It's
What's
the weirdest, awkwardest
thing ever.
That's where
they
spin.
spin.
Yeah, it's hilarious to me.
Around and around in circles with their legs.
Oh, I thought it was like that one where the wooden stick with the horse on it, like a broomstick horse, and they have to like run and jump over obstacles and stuff. I thought maybe that's what that was.
No.
You've never seen that before?
No, maybe we can talk about it later.
I feel so bad. No, let me get it out real quick.
No, we gotta move on.
No.
We got like 20 sports to go.
I know, let me just real quick. I'm pretty sure this is like what kids are primarily bullied for, because it's kids pretending to ride a little like broomstick horse with the, the
Are you talking about Quidditch?
No, it's like Quidditch, but these kids are in full horse riding gear, jumping over like obstacles like a horse would. Inside like a little stadium, and these poor kids have to do this, and they think it's cool.
Funny. Well, maybe you can look it up. We'll keep going. I'm talking about all the rest of the events. I'm sure it's not. Anyway, men's rings, men's vault, men's parallel bars, men's horizontal bar, women's team, women's all around, women's vault, women's uneven bars, women's balance beam, and women's floor exercise.
Speaking of boring.
Sorry.
Okay, so it's S. I rank it as an S.
Yeah, S. It's
absolutely.
It's awesome, yeah.
All right, next sport, artistic swimming. Do you need an explanation of that?
By the way, it's called hobby horsing.
Oh.
When you get a chance, look up hobby horsing after this.
No, maybe later. What was it, Lorissa?
Artistic swimming. So this is going to be the thing where like it's like a dance routine basically, but they're in the pool and they have to make sure everyone's perfectly synchronized and in motion, kind of like the New York dance,
Yeah. I would say A.
Oh.
Because it's interesting, and I like seeing if they're all synchronized or not.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm obsessed with it. So this is
the synchronized swimming, you said? The artistic swimming?
Yep.
Because there can be, 10 people together doing it?
Absolutely. It's crazy. So and there's also, duet, and I think, as well. So there can be, 2 people or, the full team. Obviously, the full team is better, but...
Because they do shots that are it's half above the pool and half under, right? You can see through it.
Yeah, you can see their legs and everything.
I'd say A.
I think it's one of the more boring ones.
They make flowers out of their body parts. It's fascinating.
I understand it's actually very athletic and very impressive. I just think it's boring to watch personally.
What?
So I'm going to put it at C.
Whoa.
Wow. I am heartbroken.
Look, this is one of those things that I think I could do in my house.
No,
that's
absolutely
crazy.
Not.
It's not going to look as good, but I could definitely do it.
Well, I have to, because I already said I would give these all an S. I have to go with your averages, so it has to go to B.
Okay.
Yeah, it belongs, I guess.
All right, and so this next sport, I'm going to look it up for you guys to give you a brief introduction, because I have a feeling no one's going to know what this means.
Don't you dare name all of these. I know what the next one is. Don't you dare name all of these.
I'm going to do it real quick. The next sport is athletics. And so you're probably like, what the heck is that? I've never heard of that. It's basically the track running event. So, your men's 100 to men's 10,000 meter, your marathon, steeplechase, and hurdles, all that kind of fun stuff. Oh, it also includes, so it's just track in general. So your discus, decathlon.
D.
What? I love it so much.
I think I have to put this at A because it includes 1,000 different things.
It does. It's the main thing you think about when you think about the Olympics, your traditional, the beginning Greek stuff, throwing the javelin.
Stuff. This is hammer throw, javelin throw.
Yeah.
It just
shot put.
It's all boring. All that stuff is just boring for me.
Wow.
I don't really care.
You think that the men's 20-kilometer race walk is boring stuff?
Yeah, I whenever I watch the Olympics, I've never once tuned in to any of that.
That's wow. You've never watched Usain Bolt when he was doing... Wow.
That's really missed out. That's weird.
Fascinating to watch. It was incredible to see that speed.
Why don't you go grab your hobby horse?
These people are flying when they're doing the long jumps and stuff.
I get it.
The high jumps.
Incredible.
It's almost kind of like watching a car.
I'll bump it up to a C.
Yeah, good. At least a C, because sometimes when you're watching that hurdles, man, it's like watching a car wreck. You're like, oh my god, they just tripped over the hurdle. Oh my god, this is awful.
Yeah, maybe that's what they should put in the Olympics is car racing. That'd be cool. Oh, I put it at A.
All right,
you remember Larissa's everything's S for Larissa.
Yeah, so
I guess that's back at B, like everything else.
All right.
B for Borts.
Borts. All right, so our next sport here, talking about pickleball, is going to be badminton.
D. Do we have an F?
D.
No.
D is the lowest. D.
Oh, okay, yeah, D.
I'd much rather just play myself.
Dude, badminton's probably the most boring sport.
Yeah, I would agree. It's very like a rich boy sport kind of thing. Like,
Yeah, it's like, hey, I couldn't actually do tennis as a kid.
Right.
Like, my grandparents bought me a badminton racket from the dollar store because we couldn't afford tennis. I'm not saying tennis is a poor man's sport because it's definitely a rich kid sport.
Absolutely.
But yeah, badminton, there's no skill in that.
That's just like a backyard game. Like, that's just
absolutely.
not, I don't know, it doesn't scream professional to me. So.
Right. It gives me the same vibes as pickleball. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. D.
D for dadminton.
By the way, it's still S in my heart, by the way. Not
That's crazy.
All right,
she crapped all over and I was like, yeah, it's still S.
Yeah, I don't care, man. Give me a weird sport. I'll watch it. So on the next one, this would be the only one. I have a controversial opinion about the Olympics. I don't care about the regular main sports, and this next one is basketball, so I never, ever watch the regular sports.
Yeah, basketball,
that's
D or C.
Yeah.
I only say C because, like, it is actually exciting that the U.S. team does have some competition because a lot of the big U.S. players go back to their home country to compete, like most sports.
I didn't know that.
And so, like, yeah, like Giannis is playing for Greece.
Fun.
Yeah, like some of these other players that are playing for like their home country, so it makes it interesting, kind of. Like United States in these preliminaries almost lost against South Sudan the other day, and who would have thought like South Sudan, a country that became a country in like 2011, was able to almost beat the United States in like their sport.
That's wild because America almost always wins this sport. It's kind of like ping pong, like. America's gonna win.
D.
I mean, high D, I guess.
Okay, we'll leave it at D. All right, so along with that, we have the 3-on-3 basketball, which honestly is so goofy to me that I sometimes think about watching it because I'm just like, wow, we're just playing like street sports.
Wait,
I'm gonna put this one up to a
yes, separate.
I'm gonna put this one up to a C because it reminds me of like street ball. Like you're playing.
It's
was it
sloppy
NBA
and
Jam?
fun.
Was it NBA Jam? Was the street?
I think so.
Version of like,
I would still say
2K?
D. I would never tune in to watch this.
Really?
Yeah, no.
I just remember when LeBron was playing it for the 1 year, he was doing the 3-on-3 too, and it was just really funny watching him and like some random people in like Sweden doing 3-on-3 like basketball backyard style things. It was hilarious to me.
If they added trampolines to 3-on-3, now I think see, let me cook real quick.
Like the Globetrotters.
France, if you're listening, Olympics, if you're listening, maybe think about trampolines. Yeah, maybe.
Just throw them in there.
Yeah, I would say D.
Okay.
I'm saying C, so wherever you want to throw it.
Yeah, we'll throw it at D because I don't think C is going to give you more than an average of a high D. So
that's fine.
Yeah. So this one, I'm very interested to see what you guys are going to say because I think this sport probably rejuvenated my interest into the Olympic sports season about the 2012 one, which is beach volleyball.
Oh yeah, I would say A.
Yeah, I'm gonna say A only because I'm gonna put probably other volleyball at S because it's a lot. To me, it seems a lot more athletic when there's 6 people on the court and that ball is flying. Like with beach volleyball, it does move a little bit slower because of the sand.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
But it's still super exciting to watch.
Right, but
I feel like sand volleyball has more like falls because you're falling into something softer, right? Or am I crazy to think that?
No, you're not. And they also have a lot more
diving.
floor to cover.
Yeah.
So it's fun watching them for that reason. We're like they're diving all over.
Plus, there's like less people, so you can actually dive.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'd
say A.
Yeah, A is good.
Yeah. Okay. And we're also not loving beach volleyball for the reasons you're all thinking. No, it's not because they're in swimsuits. All right, get over yourself.
I mean, come on now.
That's why Steph watches.
That's funny. So yeah, we'll put it in A.
Cool.
All right. And so this was a newcomer from the last Olympics. And so I don't know if anyone has like a huge following for it yet. For Olympics, obviously outside of the Olympics, there's a huge following. But BMX freestyle.
Whoa. Oh.
I didn't even know that was a sport now.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry. I only said that because I'm on the Olympics,
the official Olympics list. Yeah,
and there's other ones in between what you're saying, because I think on here it has cycling BMX freestyle.
Right, it's a little bit different. So yeah, depending on which list you're looking at, they may have the wording slightly different.
Oh, BMX freestyle S tier for me. It's so fun to watch.
Absolutely.
I didn't even know it was a sport, so I feel like I can't even rank this. Like maybe
really?
I was gonna say B just because I was in between. I didn't even know about it. So.
Yeah, they added all of the extreme sports that you would associate with like a BMX event. So
like the X Games.
Mm-hmm.
The X Games came up to the Olympics and was like, "Hey, baby girl, how about you introduce me to your fam?"
Yeah,
and
they were like,
made it serious.
Mm-hmm. They were like, we got a bunch of spiffy steffies out there who are not interested in the athletics. So we got to make it a little bit more extreme for them.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So you said B though?
Yeah.
I said S.
BMX.
Gotta put it in
up to
A,
you,
then.
Larissa.
Yeah, A. All right. And so the next one is obviously then the BMX racing version of it. So this is, your traditional, like, they're riding dirt biking over the hills and stuff, going around in a circle. Wow. Okay. All right.
Larissa's like,
Right. Wow. Okay. I think
no, because this is not the dirt one. This is literally racing. I think in like a stadium. Yeah, because mountain bike racing is the actual racing, right?
No, it's the one where they're like on a dirt path and they go in a circle in the stadium. Yeah, but it's a dirt
but they're
path.
going in circles. So
yeah, but it's so fascinating.
C for circle.
Wow,
C for circle.
Whatever. Okay. All right. Next one is boxing.
Boxing?
Traditional boxing.
D.
Wow.
D.
Okay. So like I know this is like one of the major sports, quote unquote, but it's not really like followed that religiously anymore in America. So I'm just like,
it fell off.
An obscure sport.
Yeah, it fell off after George Foreman started making grills.
L plus ratio.
Yeah, after Logan Paul got into the sport, it's on a decline.
No. Oh man, if I ever see okay. Fine, fair enough. We'll put it in D, which you're breaking my heart.
Boxing's okay to watch, but like I don't watch like fighting in general. Like I don't watch MMA or UFC or anything like that.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick one between boxing, UFC, and MMA, probably gonna go with like UFC because I think that's the one where they can kick also, and it's like bare knuckle. Like I don't need to watch anybody get the crap beat out of them, but boxing, I don't know. Yeah, boring.
And that's fair. And so the next sport, I'm not sure if this is new to this year because I don't recall seeing this from the last one, but there is a sport called breaking. And you're like, what the heck is breaking? It's just breakdancing. So it's breakdancing teams. There's a boys division and a girls division.
That's an Olympic sport?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna throw it at A. I think it's fun.
I love it. Like it brings me back to America's Best Dance Crew. Bring it back.
What did I say before where I was in the middle? Was it B or C?
I think you said B, yeah.
I'll do B, I guess, because I just didn't know that was a sport.
That's fine throwing it a B for breaking, but it has been around since the Buenos Aires Olympics in 2018, yeah.
Interesting. I just never heard anyone talking about it.
So. At the Summer Youth Olympics. So following that success, it was added to the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Oh, okay. I was like, I've never heard of this Olympic event.
Yeah,
brand new.
Oh, okay.
So I'm excited for it.
This will probably be a 1-year thing.
Attention. No,
we'll see.
Don't say that, okay? Let these boys and girls have their dreams come true, okay?
Isn't there only so much you can do with breakdancing?
Watch the Olympics this year and you'll find out.
We'll find out, yeah.
But I guess you have to put it at B for breaking.
Okay.
All right. The next one is canoe slalom.
Oh, like C. I don't like
it. It looks very athletic, but it looks boring.
Okay.
It's just they're in the water going fast on a boat. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's less like stakes skiing down a hill.
I mean, I guess whatever.
I don't think any of these people have ever drowned doing this.
No, but
see, there you go.
It's invigorating to watch it. Like, I love it. So
if they start crashing into each other like bumper cars, then maybe
they bump into each other.
I think what they need to do is tie like shotgun shells to all the canoes, and so when they bump into each other, they explode a bit. That'd be pretty cool.
You guys are breaking me.
Sounds like
keep saying
like
that
a pirate
after
ship.
every event.
Yeah. They get put little
pirate tactics and stuff. Yeah.
Oh my.
All right. C for canoeing. All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then to round out our canoeing is the canoe sprint.
Well, it sounds even worse.
No, it's great. Did you guys not watch Boys in the Boat?
I literally watched it with you.
I know. And I loved it.
It's the same for me. They go fast on the water, but it's...
Well, I thought this had a different name, not canoe sprint. What am I thinking of? Oh, okay. It's not the same thing. It's not rowing. That's what we watched.
You're right. We did watch rowing. You're right. This is like the one where that's just a single person, which is still fascinating.
No. This is a team of 5, it looks like.
Is it?
Yeah, so I think it's probably more athletic and more skillful to have to time each of your rows perfectly and then switch, because with the other thing, the paddles are already in the water. You just pull and you get a motion going. This, you're all doing separate things. So
yep, absolutely.
B.
I'll stick with C.
Throw it in B.
Nope, we gotta do C.
Why?
Because B and C, there's not enough of an average to go higher than a high C. So, yeah.
Favoring Spiffy.
Well, you could have said A and then it could have been in B. So
Q. I said Q.
All right. So the next one is cycling mountain bike. No, so this one's like, what? They go into like the forests and stuff and like climb the mountains with their bikes. It's
I'll say B, so it averages into a C, because
I don't really care for it.
I think it's cool watching them, but like I said, it's probably one of those sports I don't sit down and I'm like, oh man, the cycling mountain bike is happening. I'm gonna watch that.
No, yeah, I just would never tune into that.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. You guys are losers.
So throw it in C.
Yeah.
Because I said B.
Cycling for C.
There we go.
And so the other one that everyone always thinks about is the cycling road. You know, the traditional Lance Armstrong, rest in peace, your career.
F.
Cycling. What?
F.
D.
It's riding a
we
bike.
We don't have an F.
Wow.
It's riding a bike.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
A child can ride a bike.
Right. Okay.
I think a lot of kids learn to ride bikes at like 2 or 3. Like,
no.
That's not.
Oh, okay. All right. We're just going to skip over that.
But how do kids learn to ride bikes at?
It could be anywhere between like 6 and 8.
Oh man, if your kid's weak.
Stop. Also,
listen up, 2 and 3 year olds. If you're listening right now, start learning how to ride a bike to make Steph eat her words, okay?
Also, a lot of people who live in this city don't have the privilege of learning how to ride a bike. So, and I mean like a big city.
That's like the one place people ride bikes.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they learned it in the suburbs. Like, there's not a lot of places to learn how to ride a bike in a big city.
Oh, I think if you learn how to ride in New York City, you're probably learning better than anybody, because you gotta dodge like potholes and people and cops and stuff. Yeah.
What's the next one?
Okay. Cycling track. So this is the one that Sam was confusing it with. This is like in a velodrome. There's one around us. And so it's like you basically cycle around the rim of the stadium.
Oh, like speed skating.
Really fast. Yeah, exactly. But
D.
Bikes. What?
That just does not sound fun.
I think it's interesting because they do kind of get like really low to the ground and on the side.
And it's like Mario Kart.
But nobody crashes ever.
It gets real dangerous.
I'll say
if you ever watch it.
I'm gonna say B, just so it goes into C again for cycling.
Wow. Okay.
I think it's a little bit more exciting than the road one for sure.
That's true.
If I wanted to watch the Tour de France, I would. But I don't.
Fair enough. All right. And so this one, I'm really, really interested to see what you guys are going to say. I'm going to look up all of the events real quick so that you're reminded about just how cool this event is. And that's diving. So, it's the springboard, platform, and the synchronized ones as well.
S.
Yeah, I was going to say S.
Diving's one of the best Olympic sports of all time.
So good.
It's so fun to watch, like, to see how little of a puddle when they, like, dive in. Like, that's really exciting. And then just the announcers are always like really good at what they do with that one, so they make it super exciting. And sometimes like they're speechless. And I like
that. Yeah, because you don't like they go in and there's like 0 splash, and you're like, how did they do that?
I don't know. And because they're so high.
And the announcers make it good because they like always like tense, and then they like stop talking right as a dive is like hitting the water to see, yes. And then they react to it. So I do like that. So
you're not getting that with road cycling.
No.
I guess that's true. Yeah, they do make the announcers make a lot of these sports, not gonna lie. So they do a really good job. Yeah, this is my favorite one of the Summer Olympics one. And even though this is kind of like basketball, where China always wins this event, sometimes I'm just like, oh my goodness, America might get the bronze this year. Go America, get that bronze. All right. So the next one we're talking about is equestrian dressage. Or dressage.
D.
Wow.
D for dumb horses.
I don't want to watch horses.
Wow. Okay, this one is the kind of the lame one, though. I will admit. Like, this is the one where they do, like, the fancy dance tricks and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
no.
Yeah.
Is that what's called dressage or whatever?
Yeah.
D.
Absolutely. Wow, D for dressage. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
D for dumb horses.
Oh,
Listen, this is an anti-horse podcast.
Wow.
I know you've heard a lot of big things on this podcast today, but one thing Shifting Tones will always stand by is we are anti-horse.
That's crazy to say out loud.
We like horses as creatures, but that's the
no.
extent of it.
Sam is also an anti-horse person in general. If I ever want to watch anything horse related, he calls me a horse girl derogatorily, and I'm just like, I just want to watch War Horse. Leave me alone.
Yeah, look, here's a controversial take. I've never seen a horse movie.
No.
I've never watched a horse movie.
Which is wild to me because I'm like, you've never watched Seabiscuit?
No, my
Spirit.
Our friend Andy the other day, or maybe it might have been your husband, Steph, went through a list of horse movies, and I had not seen a single one.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy to me. I'm just like, how have you not managed to watch Black Beauty in like
Put that on
school?
my tombstone. Sam, he lived a good life, never watched a horse movie.
Oh, man. All right, talking about horse, the next one is equestrian eventing.
Huh?
D.
That's the one where they go through the different challenges of like jumping over the logs and the hurdles and the river.
Yeah, D, it's more horse stuff. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
So
I watched, this is how much I love the Olympics. While I was getting my hair cut, I watched the entire qualifiers for America for the equestrian event, and I loved it. It was 2 hours long. I watched the whole thing.
It's a long haircut.
Yeah, well, that's a different story for another time. But yeah, and so the last one for our horse lovers out there is equestrian jumping.
D.
They should have all just been under equestrian, so we could have all thrown them under D.
Sorry.
According to the website, according to the Paris 2024 Olympic Sports
equestrian.
Website. Yeah.
So like I said, there's different lists, and you could break it up in different ways. So
that's fine.
Yeah. So this one is fascinating to me too. Fencing.
Oh, fencing's like
A
to S. Yeah, I think it's a really cool the fact that we still have sword fighting in the Olympics. Essentially,
yeah,
right. It is really.
Isn't
cool.
that like one of the oldest ones too? Like it's very, very old.
Yeah, and I also do know that I watched a video about this like not too long ago that in Victorian England, this was really a huge sport for women. And it was one of the first sports that they really were allowed to like flourish in and like take pride in it. And so there's a lot of like women's history behind it where like it wasn't the men's fencing that was interesting at first and more of like a spectator sport. It was the women's one. So
yeah, I'd say A.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know this was a team sport. It's half team, half individual. I would like to watch team fencing. I think that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, A. I'm sorry, real quick. I'm looking at the page for fencing.
Sure.
And they're like tied to like, I don't know, rip cords or bungee cords or something like that. Which is kind of funny.
Yeah. I've seen it before. It's really interesting. They have to like also like know how to move in motion together. It's fun.
That'd be crazy. If like, have you ever been to a fair and there's that thing you can do where you have a bungee cord tied to you and you have to try to run to the end of it?
Yes.
And you get flung back.
Mm-hmm.
Put that in here.
Oh my.
Just add carnival games. Those should all be
again Olympics.
Sports.
If you're listening, we got ideas.
If you want to get the youth involved, throw in the carnival games.
That's right.
All right. The next one is football, and we're not talking about American football. We're talking about soccer.
A.
Wow.
For an Olympic sport,
I just like soccer.
I'm gonna say C. Only because if I want to watch soccer again, it plays literally all year round.
It does.
And there's a World Cup. It's got its own thing.
It's fair.
It doesn't need to be in the Olympics.
Well, technically, all these events are going on yearly, all around the world.
Like I don't know, like
so
it's
what,
such
B,
it's like the biggest sport in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, B, I guess.
Yeah, it's at B. Yep.
I don't know. I'd just rather watch the World Cup.
All right, and so we got golf.
D.
D.
Easy. Easiest D.
That's fair.
D for golf.
Right. No more extra comics. I mean, you guys do love mini golf. So if that was an Olympic
I was gonna
sport,
say if they put mini golf in here, holy crap! Because that's just like an everyman sport. Like, you could have Joe Schmoes walking up with like goatees and like a Bud Light in their hand and like a plaid shirt and be like, "Yep, I'm here for the mini golf."
I've watched that hands down every single time.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And the next one is, I realized I haven't watched this, so I need to watch it this year and make sure it's on my viewing, is handball, which is basically basketball, except you can't dribble.
Yeah.
Like, I'm torn between C or D.
Wow.
I'm going to say C or D, only because this again kind of comes off as hobby horsing for me. This seems like, hey, we did Quidditch a lot in grade school.
Sure.
Let's turn it into a sport.
Mm.
And,
I'm pretty sure it originated in Germany.
They can have it back. Take it back.
I could do C.
C is fine, yeah. It's athletic. It's definitely more athletic than golf.
I was gonna say it's better than golf and horse. So
and horse.
That's our measures for standards, better than golf.
Better than golf.
All right. And so the next one is hockey.
Hockey's an A. I love hockey in general.
B.
But I think when I think of hockey for Olympics, I think of the Miracle, Miracle on Ice.
Yeah. The
Russians
quintessential
versus US,
Cold War. Loving it. That is a great story. Well, I got to put it at B because Steph said B. So.
B for hockey.
Yeah. The next one is judo.
C.
Okay. I wish it was like actual like kung fu, like them like punching each other and stuff, like Karate Kid.
Sure.
But this is
it
more
is
like
a little
wrestling
bit more
standing
formulaic.
up. Yeah. What'd you say, Steph? C? Yeah, C's
C.
good.
Okay, we'll put it at C. And this one, I'm interested to see where it's actually going to occur, which is the marathon swimming, which they are trying to do in the Seine this year.
Hey, the mayor jumped in and swam in there.
I know. Is she sick? Have we seen her like 24 hours later or a week later? I feel bad for those swimmers. Like, they're going to get so sick.
It's like D. I don't care.
Okay. I think it's really cool that they're beating the elements and it's not in like a pool where it's like all controlled.
Yeah, but when it's controlled, there's more stakes. Like you can like, oh my gosh, this person's like about to win. Oh, this person's catching up like this. It's just like, I don't know where they are.
Okay.
And they is this the one where they have like all their lanes?
No.
This is just like
this is the one like they're swimming in the river.
Oh,
in the poop river. Yeah.
So I'm thinking of a different thing. So still D.
Yeah.
Okay. Losers. Modern pentathlon. And so this is the one where they do. Oh, actually, I'm gonna look it up because I see the symbol here. There's a gun.
Yeah, so this is the one where they do the swimming, the horseback riding, like the fencing, and then they have to shoot a gun at some point.
They do.
D. Yeah, that's too much.
I'm gonna go up to an S so that it gets somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, because that's so cool.
I think it's a really cool sport. I actually don't think it's an S, but I don't want it at D.
Okay, fine. I'll move it up to C.
Okay, and I'll say A because that's closer to what I think. So
okay.
All right, fair enough.
No, you should see these guns they use. They're like
really
they
cool.
look
They're
like Fortnite guns.
They do. It's so fun. All right, and so this is the one that you guys were thinking about for the artistic gymnastics. No, this is rhythmic gymnastics. Totally different. So this is where you have the ball, your ribbon, your baton.
That one is an A. I like that one too.
It's really cool. Did you guys see the last Summer Olympics, the Sailor Moon dance?
Yes.
So
Which one is it? I'm sorry, the ribbon?
The ribbons, and they do like a dance on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
C.
Okay, I'm gonna put it at B because Sam's a loser. And then rowing. So this is the boys in the boat. Let's defeat Hitler. Shove it in your face. America won golds.
What?
Yeah, this is the Boys in the Boat movie that Lorissa was talking about.
I was like, huh? I've just never seen that, so.
I gave you the entire synopsis of the movie, so if you haven't seen it, sorry, spoiler.
Okay.
But rowing.
Yeah, rowing. I think rowing's an A sport. It's really intense. It's more fun to watch. It's like watching the relay racing outside. Mm-hmm. So it's the better swimming, I guess. I don't know.
I guess that's fair.
I'd say B.
Okay.
It is?
B it is. All right.
It's up to you, Lorissa.
I told you. I gotta rank it up based off of your guys's.
Okay.
Rugby, 7.
C.
Okay. All right.
It's just
Yeah.
Fair enough. You don't like watching the guys, They're usually interesting.
Not really.
Okay. All right.
Steph's here for that beach volleyball, remember?
Yeah.
That's right. Sailing.
D.
Okay.
It's just a boat.
No, it's really
I'm not trying to
cool.
rapid fire these or anything, but it's easy. I've seen
these ones
before,
are just, yeah.
Okay, I watched this pretty closely last Summer Olympics, and you think it's just boating? No, it's a lot. I think this is the one where, like, the announcers are really key. The announcer was, like, going ham. Like, it was, like, an all-star performance, and I was just like, wow, he's right. I have no idea what's going to happen. And it was just, like, moment by moment, he was, like, not screaming, but like he had that announcer sports voice, and it was also like an Australian guy, so it just made it extra goofy to me. I was just like, I love this. So dude, bro, loved it. Okay, next one, shooting.
See, I'm not a huge gun person in general.
Yeah.
But I do love these like weird, what look like homemade sniper rifles these people have. I'll say A.
Oh, I was gonna say C.
Okay.
Because to me, it's like it's archery kind of thing, but with these wacky looking Fortnite guns.
It definitely is just archery. Well, you guys put archery at B, so
okay,
that's fair.
Yeah, so it's tied.
Okay, this next one is skateboarding.
S.
Oh yeah, S.
It's the coolest thing to watch in the Olympics. Yeah,
absolutely, and it's mostly like kids playing. I think the one who won last year for the women's was like a 14-year-old. It was lovely.
Yeah, because if you're skateboarding as an adult, you got to go get a job.
No.
I'm kidding.
And then this next one might be my new favorite Olympic sport in general. I have to see how it goes this year too. But sport climbing. Did you guys watch it?
Oh, that's
Olympics?
an S. Yeah, that's S. I think I can say it because like my sister climbs, and I've gone now quite a bit like rock climbing before because I've gone with her and she's like taught me some things.
It's fascinating.
It's a lot harder than what you think.
Yeah.
And then for them to climb up a wall in 6 seconds when it took me like 20, I'm like, like
and like they're also not just going straight up either. They have to like go along the curves of it and like along the designated path and everything.
The amount of strength you have to have in your fingertips alone is insane. So
controversial
so cool.
take.
Okay.
If this is something that you can do at your county fair for $5,
this
is a B.
Crazy?
It's a B. No, I get it. I get like what you said. I get that it's more athletic and there's like obstacles and it's not just your standard rock climbing wall. But I don't know if it's an Olympic sport.
I fully disagree.
That's crazy.
I'm a B. I'm at B.
Okay, so
A.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Whatever.
Do they get the $500 if they hit the buzzer at the top?
Stop. No, they get their piece of the Eiffel Tower, Sam. Okay.
That's right.
All right. So the next one's surfing.
S. It's just as cool as
S.
as skateboarding.
Yeah.
It's so much skill.
I think of it as like C snowboarding. So.
It definitely is all skill based because it's so unpredictable, like waves and stuff.
Yeah, that could be the craziest thing. You could be the greatest like surfer in the world, and if you get a bad wave or something like that, or a shark hits you,
I don't think a shark attack has ever happened in an Olympic surfing
Give
event.
it time. Give it time.
Not yet.
All you sharks listening out there,
make it your year. All right. S for surfing. And then this is the one that I was a fangirl over Michael Phelps in 2008. Swimming.
S.
Standard Olympic-sized pool events.
S.
So.
Swimming is like one of the. It's like the classic. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Steph is breaking the rules, so A.
Sometimes I get lost. My eyes sometimes like I'll be trying to watch one dude like and then I get mixed up and then it's a little confusing.
That's why I like when they put the graphics of the flag so I can follow who it is. Yeah. You're not wrong.
And that's how I feel for a lot of those water sports, like all of them, like the boating, canoeing and stuff. I feel like I'm cheering for a flag half the time because that's the thing I'm focusing on in the lane. I'm like, yes, go America, go, go, go. And I'm really paying attention to this flag moving across the TV screen. So yeah, the next one is table tennis.
S.
Wow.
Let me tell you why.
Wow. So you've said before, if you could do this at home.
Yeah, but you can't do what they're doing at home.
Sure.
And I know I guess it is controversial because I know I can't do the rock climbing that they're doing. I don't have that kind of skill. But to watch these people hit this tiny little ball that's the size of like a $50 back and forth at like, I don't know how fast that ball's flying, probably like 60 miles per hour, and keeping up with it, it's insane.
It is.
I would say B.
All right. A for athletic because it's an athletic sport.
All right. Our next one is taekwondo.
Now that's better. That's better than judo. What do we put judo at?
I think you put that at like B. Yeah, you put it at B.
We put judo at B?
You did.
That seems a little too high.
That seems high.
Can we drop judo down to C real quick?
Yeah, because I would put jujitsu above it.
Yeah, taekwondo.
Taekwondo.
Yeah.
Jujitsu. This isn't Naruto.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Well, oops.
Oh boy. So yeah, we're gonna put that at B, and then our next event is
Wait, did
tennis.
you move judo down to C?
Down to C.
Yeah, where it belongs.
Where it belongs.
I don't know how it got to B.
Yeah, that didn't sound right.
Tennis?
Tennis, yeah.
C.
Yeah, C.
Wow. All right. Okay.
I'll watch Wimbledon.
I don't care.
whatever. Oh, so you guys, I totally forgot this was an event.
What?
You guys joked that you should put trampolines in basketball, but we totally forgot about trampoline gymnastics.
Oh, that stuff's awesome. S.
Oh, that's
Throw that
S.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool to watch.
Fun.
Even if you can just have one of these bad boys in your backyard to just watch it. So fun. If we're talking about watchability and all that stuff, S.
Yeah, that's an S.
I guess, you know what, I'm sorry, real quick. That's what all of my rankings have been on, is watchability.
That's
I'll say it.
Okay. All right.
That's a huge
I'm not
contender.
A coward.
It's a huge contender for me, but I was also like, do I actually care about this sport or no?
Right, but if I don't care about it, I'm not going to watch it.
That's fair.
For me, it's mostly vibe space, so I'm not judging you for your credentials.
Thank you.
So the next one is triathlon. So this is the one where they do the running, biking, and swimming.
D.
I
don't care.
Only because, like, it's such a long thing to watch. It's like, oh, yep, they swam, now they're running, now they're biking. I guess it's a huge athletic accomplishment.
Absolutely. Yeah. I love the transitions. Like, it's really fascinating to know that, like, someone's going to lose because they couldn't tie their shoe fast enough.
I just feel like it's a long sport to watch the marathons. Like, I can't marathon it myself, so I can't marathon just watching them do all that. So I'm kind of like, eh.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Wow. All right.
I know it's like the Olympic sport is like triathlon.
It is one of them. Yeah. It's really cool. And it's just like, wow, you would be really good in theater because your costume change is fantastic.
That's right.
It is. All right. So the next one is volleyball.
Oh, that's A. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, it's high Q in real life.
It is.
And it's crazy how fast these people hit the ball, and their techniques and all this stuff.
Fun fact, listeners, Sam only started watching volleyball last Summer Olympics because we watched High Q.
They made it so, like, fun to watch, so it makes sense. And I love just, like, hearing the ball hit and then they scream and call out stuff. Like, it's very fun.
Oh, and every time they score, they get, like, so emotional.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That is great. All right. Our next one is water polo.
What is that?
I've watched it.
It's so fun.
You don't remember the handball that we watched earlier? It's like you take a volleyball and you throw it to each other in the water.
It's so cool. They're constantly in the water.
Like floating and stuff. I don't think they can touch the ground, which is crazy.
No, they can't.
I'll say B. I'm going to say B.
C.
Okay. We gotta put it in C. All right. We only have 2 more left. So you guys ready?
Ooh. Yep. Okay.
The next one is going to be weightlifting.
This is a controversial one because I do like watching it.
It's really fun. Like, it's crazy watching
is that
people
an Olympic sport? And I know it's like, if we're going back to like Athens, Greece, like the old thing, like this is one of the things. Can this guy lift a rock over his head? You know?
I'd say C.
I want it at B, so I'll say A.
Okay.
It's a power move I have. I have this power.
Yeah, the power. And so, unfortunately, we have to end it on a bit of a down note because I know you guys both don't care about this sport, but we're going to end it with wrestling.
The original this is the original
athletic,
yeah, like Olympic sport is wrestling, Greek wrestling, you know. D.
Yeah, D. Yeah, D. that doesn't
Yeah,
my guarantee is like these are high schoolers that went to state and they got to go in the Olympics somehow. Like, speaking of, real quick, sorry on the. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. On the whole sports topic, I saw that I don't know if it was the U.S. men's team or one soccer team has like a 16-year-old playing for them.
Wow,
and like actually
Spain.
Like what?
Isn't it Spain?
It might be Spain, yeah. Has a 16-year-old playing for them. And I'm like, that's incredible. That's awesome. This kid must be really, really talented.
Absolutely.
But could you imagine doing soccer your whole life and you're in like the AAA teams, the AA teams, whatever soccer has, the minor leagues, and a 16-year-old? They're saying that this kid is somehow better than this person that spent probably 6 more years of their life doing this.
Absolutely. Isn't that what Blue Lock is essentially that we watched?
No. Well, I mean, it will lead to that because it's kids getting to go onto the Japan 18 team or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Which, by the way, fun fact, if you guys want to get really into soccer and you don't really care about it like me, watch Blue Lock. It's fun and silly and really ridiculously serious for no reason.
And it won't teach you anything about soccer.
No, but it's fun. All right, so that's the end of our tier list, and I hope you guys feel ready for the Olympics this year.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for reminding me it's happening.
Yes,
thank you for this Olympic-sized episode.
Whoa. It is. So thank you guys for tagging along for this hour-long episode. Let's go through the sports real quick here, just to jog your memory of where we placed all the events. Well, not me, where my co-hosts Sam
Start
and
at
Steph
the bottom,
placed. Yeah. So in our D category, we have badminton, basketball, 3-on-3 basketball, boxing, cycling road, equestrian dressage, equestrian eventing, equestrian jumping, golf, marathon swimming, sailing, triathlon, and wrestling.
Yep,
So
they all belong there.
Yeah.
They all belong there.
Yeah, because you guys apparently are Olympic haters.
That's okay.
And in the C category, we have BMX racing, canoe slalom, canoe sprint, cycling mountain bike, cycling track, handball, rugby, judo, tennis, and water polo.
That
Sounds
sounds
good. Yeah.
Okay.
Happy with that.
All right. And then B, which is, actually our second biggest category. Our biggest category was D. So,
Makes sense.
So B, we have archery, artistic swimming, athletics, breaking, football, hockey, modern pentathlon, rhythmic gymnastics, rowing, shooting, taekwondo, and weightlifting.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. And then in our A tier, we have beach volleyball, BMX freestyle, fencing, swimming, sport climbing, table tennis, and volleyball.
Yeah.
I was like, how did swimming make it to A? But I forgot Steph said A. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so drumroll, please. These are our S sports, the ones that you should all be paying attention to if you don't catch any of the other events, is artistic gymnastics, diving, skateboarding, surfing, and trampoline gymnastics.
Wow, we
That's
didn't
right.
have many there.
Nope. No, you did not.
But we had the important ones. We had the,
The important ones, yeah.
like skateboarding.
Absolutely. All right. So thank you guys so much again for listening. Please let my co-hosts know that they are losers for not enjoying more Olympic sports. And you can tell them that on their social medias at Sir Captain Sam and at Spiffy Steffi and all social medias. And you could also let them know on our specific podcast social medias at Shifting Tones Pod.
I think I'm going to, sorry, I know you're
Yeah.
right at the end. I think I'm going to post the link that you used for this tier maker on our Twitter so that if anybody would like to make their own and share it with us, you're more than welcome to. So a little interactive, you know?
Yeah, throwing that in there. So yeah,
Yeah.
thank you, Sam, for doing that. He is the one who edits a lot of our podcasts and makes our posts. So
A lot of
thank you
them.
so much for
Woohoo.
Sam. Yeah.
I mean,
Clap,
all
clap.
of them.
I did a few in the beginning, so and he's been picking up a lot of the slack for us. So thank you so much.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. And without further ado, we're gonna sign off here and say goodbye.
Salut.
Adios.
Watch the Olympics.